While recording a show in a place rumored to be haunted, the crew encountered a man who claimed to be the building's manager, but in reality, he had committed suicide years ago. So, what would the artist's reaction be when they see this man again after returning home? The unlucky guy, terrified out of his mind, is Curry Brother. Just a few days ago, the production team tricked him into coming under the pretense of shooting a fake fear challenge. It was said that the spirits in this place were particularly aggressive, and while they were in the middle of gathering footage, clearly, Curry Brother doesn't have much of a backbone. The man who suddenly appeared introduced himself as the manager of the place, and he accused the production team of illegally filming here without permission. He immediately threatened to call the police. To avoid escalating the situation, Curry Brother revealed his true identity. He initially hoped to use his TV fame to smooth things over, but the man had never heard of him. As their conversation got more heated, fortunately, the director stepped in and calmed things down. Reluctantly, the man agreed to let them leave, but with one condition: they had to take a photo of the crime scene to confirm the location. 2 days later, Curry Brother was called to the office by his manager. It turned out the man had filed a complaint against them.
3000万払ってくれか、チャンネル閉鎖しろか、どっちか選んでくれっていう感じで言われてて。
Faced with the massive potential fine, the two were completely stunned. After some discussion, they decided that to avoid paying anything and to keep the show going, Curry Brother chose to visit the man's house on an auspicious day to apologize. On the third day, after filming another show, something spine-chilling happened. When he saw the man again, Curry Brother appeared calm on the outside, but on the inside, he was absolutely panicking. On the fourth day, to heighten the creepy atmosphere, the director orchestrated another encounter with the man. Oh my goodness, this time, Curry Brother couldn't stay calm. He bolted away in a panic, constantly looking over his shoulder to see if the man was following him. On the fifth day, the day of his scheduled apology, he and the director's team arrived at the man's doorstep. When the door opened, at this point, Curry Brother still hadn't realized how serious things were. When the director explained their purpose, the man finally lowered his guard. But as the director recounted the events, things started to go wrong.
あちらのホテルの管理人さんの方がすごい怒られて。だって管理人って俺だよ。
This conversation completely fried Curry Brother's brain. If this man was the real manager, who was the man who claimed to be the manager and filed a complaint against him? At first, they thought they had encountered a fraudster pretending to be the manager, but after describing the original man's appearance,
楢はないだろう。やだ。その人はもう死んじゃってるよ。
It turned out that the man who claimed to be the manager had committed suicide years ago. This meant that the man they had met earlier was a ghost. At that moment, Curry Brother's emotions completely shattered, and his terror became uncontrollable. Just as Curry Brother's fear reached its peak, the production team took the prank to the next level, placing the ghostly figure in Curry Brother's house, holding a crow. Finally, Curry Brother arrived home. How would he react when he saw this? He literally peed his pants from fear. Can't even stand up. After realizing the figure wasn't moving, he curiously turned on the lights to see what was going on. Then, after confirming it was the ghost of the man, his first instinct was to call the police. But after the initial shock, his phone had mysteriously disappeared, so he had no choice but to run. But when he opened the door, he was greeted by the production team. Upon realizing it was a prank, Curry Brother's pent-up anxiety immediately crumbled. I have to say, the production team's prank was pretty cruel.